Hey, what is up? SwefGames here, and today I'm bringing you a video on how to start Airsoft and also what you will need to start Airsoft once you know this is the game for you. So, not really much to say. I know this is reused footage right here in the beginning, so now let's just get right into the video. So first things first, you really got to find a field or some people to play with. First off, you can just, if any of your friends are already in Airsoft, that makes it just 5 times easier, because either they have a private field that you can play at or somewhere else like that, or they actually go to a Airsoft field like the one that's being showed in the background, and it'll just be really easy to join up with them that way. But also, I think this is more of a popular thing overseas in Germany and all other countries like that, is there's often Facebook groups that have private fields of their own that you can get in contact with the owner, and often they might let you play. So now, assuming you found a place to play at or people to play with, you got to find a way to get a hold of gear. So the thing is, you do not want to be dumping over $100 for something you're not even sure if you're going to like. So what you really got to do is just, either the fields you will play at will have rentals, or you can also just borrow from your friends or people you're playing with. So the final thing to really add is you also got to wear a nice pair of clothes. So if you're just doing something like CQB, which is the footage being shown right now, you don't really need much for clothes. You don't need boots or anything. All you need is just something like, I just say, a good pair of pants, maybe a sweatshirt. I personally like wearing a t-shirt, even though it will draw blood if you do get shot close enough, just to let you know. But generally just a pair of jeans and a hoodie would work. But if you're playing outdoors, you're also going to generally want something with ankle support, or you can just get a pair of boots, which is also just an easy way. And as I said, the other clothing said before would work. Okay, so how this video is going to work is I'm going to give off 2 different pretty much sets of gear, and also a bunch of common things that you're going to need no matter what. And there will be prices of the items displayed. So quick thing I'm going to bring up before I go into all the other things you're going to need is I'm going to bring up BBs. I do not have a picture to show you of them right now, or a little clip of video, but simple, you're generally just going to want to buy some 0.2 gram BBs, nothing lower than them. And if you're playing outdoors with a higher velocity gun in general, you might also want to look into getting a 0.25 for a little bit more accuracy. So first off, what you're really going to need, and this is something I will strongly recommend, is full face protection. If you're under the age of 18, you are going to need full face protection. But if you're over, you only need full eye protection. But I still recommend you just go with the full face protection. So there are really just 2 options of this. You can go with the paintball mask that was just displayed earlier, which the one problem is you kind of have to cant your head to aim down sights, assuming you're not tracing BBs. Another option you can go with is goggles and mesh lower face protection. I personally like this a little bit more because you can aim a little bit. Another thing you're going to want is an extra battery and also smart charger. Extra battery because you will eventually run out. The smart charger so you do not overcharge your batteries and you can charge them at a much faster rate. Now I'm also going to recommend gloves because it is quite painful to get shot in the fingers and hands, and this will just get rid of some of the pain. To finish this list off of things you're going to need no matter what is an extra magazine in case when you will eventually run out of BBs, which will eventually happen to you. So right now I'm just going to display a generic Airsoft M4. So one thing about this is for the M4 platform, there are a lot of parts you can buy for them, and also you can buy a lot of magazines to customize your gun. At least in the way of grips and flashlights, there's not a lot you can customize on a Airsoft gun like this. But you can also take the carry handle off this particular version and put a red dot on instead. So right now I'm also going to add 2 things about your first Airsoft gun. First off, do not buy a sniper. They are heavily limited since they are bolt action, and you're just generally going to have much more enjoyment with a automatic AEG. But there are a select few players who do enjoy them, and I do not have anything against it. It's just not a good starter gun. So now I'm going to be displaying a G36C made by Umarex. This is a bit more expensive at around $150, and personally, I'd recommend you put around $150 into your first starter gun. That's just me. I would recommend you guys to pay for a little bit more quality, and you can also find M4s with a little bit more rails and options like that for around this price. And the final thing in the realm of guns that I will add is I would recommend for your first gun, unless you're only going to be playing outdoors, is that you get a gun that shoots under 350 feet per second. I mean, you can buy springs, but if you're starting, you're probably not going to be wanting to customize stuff, at least in the gearbox. So the final thing I'm going to show off is just a simple vest. There's not a lot of customization to do with this, but it has a lot of pouches integrated, and I think you can remove some of them. It has a lot. These pouches, like right now I'm displaying, hold either 2 M4 magazines or 1 like AK or G36 magazines, so they can fit just about everything you got. At least simple. So I don't really have much more to say in this video. Vests aren't really required, but that's just something I personally like running, and also some pistol mags and other pouches used for other things. But I personally like running them. I store all my magazines and other things I'm carrying with me onto the field. So I hope you guys find this guide useful, and if you did, please drop a like, and also if you just thought this was a good video, drop a like. See you later. SwefGames out.